Ready, start. Cross appeals have been filed challenging the order dated 10th August 2020 passed by National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission within bracket hereinafter referred to as the single inverted comma National Commission single inverted comma close bracket close, wherein the consumer complaint number 248 of 2012 filed by insured was partly allowed, and it was held by the National Commission that the surveyor single inverted comma had not proved that the fire was not accidental single inverted comma close, and that the documents provided by the insured, namely reports of the bank auditor, architect and chartered accountant, were adequate to assess the loss caused. Further, the National Commission held that the assessment of the loss at rupees 61,39,539 by the surveyor was rightly done, taking into account the material lost in the fire and the documentary evidence within bracket after the exclusion of furniture, fittings and fixtures as they were not insured bracket close, and the said amount was directed to be paid with simple interest at the rate of 9% per annum with effect from the date of repudiation of the claim till realization by the National Insurance Company Limited within bracket hereinafter referred to as single inverted comma insurance company single inverted comma close bracket close to the insured within 8 weeks. At the outset, learned counsel for the insurance company submitted that the insurance company had given cogent reasons for repudiation of the claim raised by the insured, inasmuch as the insurance company had rightly stated, while later dated 14th June 2011, that the nature of damage did not support the manifestation of an occurrence which could reasonably and otherwise sustainably be concluded as an occurrence within the terms and conditions of the insurance company's policies. She stated that the preliminary surveyor, after visiting the premises, had concluded that circumstantial evidence indicated electrical short circuiting as the most probable cause of fire. She contended that the role of preliminary surveyor was only to inspect the spot immediately after the loss. Learned counsel for the insurance company further stated that final surveyor, after a more detailed investigation, had concluded that single inverted comma after removal of all the debris has resulted in a finding which precludes the possibility of an accidental ignition of electrical origin single inverted comma close. She stated that the final surveyor had observed in paragraph 11 of the report dated 13th March 2011 that electrical short circuit as a probable cause stood readily denied in view of the fact that the walls and roof right above the electrical fitting had been spared almost completely, and that the debris after the occurrence at the location immediately adjoining the fitting were also not supporting the possibility of an electrical source of ignition having had its seat there and then spread out to the other materials. She stated that the final surveyor had pointed out that even thin plastic sheets and accessories such as buttons were intact. Thus, according to her, final surveyor had clearly opined that an electrical short circuit could not have been the source of the fire. Therefore, she stated that the final surveyor had concluded that based on the physical examination undertaken by him, no accidental fire had occurred, and that available evidence showed manifestation of multiple sources of fire.